Hello ladies and gentlemen, Jay Caliber here talking to you about weapon rotation and why you need to do it. Now, you might be like I was at one point and think you having, for example, a gunslinger loadout and a wrench loadout is you doing weapon rotation, or a black box loadout and a rocket launcher loadout. Now, this is kind of what I mean, because yes, you are playing with some other weapons other than just your main loadout, but you're not really changing up your norm. You having two loadouts isn't what I mean. It isn't what I mean. We're going for example, I run a gunslinger shotgun loadout and a rescue ranger wrench loadout for my NG. And that's about it when it comes to my NG playstyle. It's boring as hell, it got very dull and repetitive, and to be fair, it's probably why I play a lot less NG now than I was maybe a year or so ago. Well, I recently decided to run Jag for the first time in absolutely ages now. I actually can't remember the last time I ran a Jag. Ran a Jag in a few games and I absolutely killed it. I had more fun. It felt still pretty meta, but not so meta that I was, just doing the norm that I was earlier. It was faster, it made for more fast-paced games, but then I had more consequences because of spies, so I had to be more spy aware, and it was just in general a much better time. By running the same loadouts game after game after game, you'll get hella bored. You'll burn out at double the rate you would have if you just didn't try out a little bit of weapon rotation. Yes, there are weapons that are just straight up that suck, that aren't worth running in any serious setup. Maybe not Sun on the Stick has its use, but like Sharpened Volcano Fragment, it's not really worth running. But there are weapons that it is worth you giving another look at, But even look at the Eureka Effect. The Eureka Effect was in the latest Uncle Dane video, and he pulls off a load of absolute madness with it. Now, yes, you could argue, well, Uncle Dane is like one of the best engineer players like in TF2 as far as we're aware to like current date. Yes. But what he was pulling off, like, you can't do with the wrench, you can't do it with the Jag, you can't do it with the gunslinger. That it was the Eureka Effect. The Eureka Effect has to be probably the least used wrench in TF2, probably bordering with the Southern Hospitality. But he made it look amazing, and there's no way that he just saw a video on YouTube and went, oh, so that's how you do that. No, he just experimented with it, found out what's worked, and had loads of fun with it, and it made for fun content. Changing any of your weapons out, just for a game or two, can genuinely make TF2 feel so different. I personally never use stock grenade launcher on the Demo Man for my Demo Man loadouts because the Iron Bomber is just so meta now. Everyone uses Iron Bomber, but after playing about 5 or 6 scrims with my Highlander team as a demo, I've actually started to prefer the grenade launcher after a bit of practice, and that's actually quite a subtle change because grenade launcher was the meta for absolutely ages, and it was only over the last couple of years now that we're seeing more people just run Iron Bomber in their Highlander teams and the 6v6 teams. So it's not like you don't have to run these weapons, you can run whatever you want. So the lesson to be learned here is to switch up sometimes, my guys. Just switch it up. It can make a huge difference to the way you view the game and how to actually have fun and not be a sweat all the time. I know, running meme loadouts all the time, you'll just burn out. You will just burn out. But, if you go change it out, don't sweat it all the time, or even sweat it out but with new weapons. You'll just have so much more fun. And, if you're sat there like, oh, but Caliber, I don't own that weapon that I want to try. I want the Vaccinator or something like that, and I don't have one. You can get any of the weapons you want in TF2. You can trade weapon for weapon on scrap.tf if you really want, or a scrap for 2 weapons if you really want. It very easily, very quickly, loads of people are comfortable with scrap.tf in this kind of modern day. Go check it out if you want. Alternatively, if you don't want to use scrap.tf to get that weapon that you really want to try, you want to try the rocket jumper or the sticky bomb jumper or something like, or the sticky jumper even, and you want to try those out, but you're like, but even scrap.tf doesn't have them, or I don't want to use scrap.tf, you can do a trial of any of the non-reskin TF2 weapons, or at least the weapons that are on the Manco store, for free for up to a whole week. So no excuses. Log into TF2, make some new loadouts, and just start living it up. Everyone runs the same TF2 loadouts time and time again, and it is boring, my guys. Change it up. I hope you found this video insightful. If you did, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and suggest some of your alternative TF2 loadouts in the description, in the comments even below, because I'm always interested what people go, oh, nobody ever runs this weapon, but I run it all the time, and it's an absolute beast. Go on, I want to see them in the comments below, my guys. Links to my Twitch, Twitter, and Discord are in the links in the description below. Especially Discord and the Twitch, hella active there at the moment. This week's shout out goes to JustinY_ for following me on Twitch. Greatly appreciate the support, my guy. I have been Caliber. Ta now.